Welcome to the Ray's Room Drift Throw Crochet Along video series, where I'll be guiding you through all of the technical bits of the drift throw pattern. I'll be sharing a new section of the pattern each week on the Craft Life blog at raysroom.co.uk. So this is video 4, where we're looking at row 8, where we're going to work some double crochets into the top of row 7 and some treble crochets coming down into row 6. So you're going to have your puff stitches so that they're facing you, and you're going to take the stitch marker out of the loop that we put in at the end of row 6. We're going to pop our hook back into where that stitch marker was, into that loop, and from here we're going to work a chain of 2, and then we're going to work a slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet that we come to here. So for a slip stitch, you're just going to hook the yarn, bring it through and through the loop that's on your hook as well. So for the treble crochets that we're going to work in this row, instead of working them into the tops of stitches like we have done previously, we're going to work these stitches around the post of the half trebles from row 6. So to work a treble, you're going to need a yarn over, then we're going to pop our hook into where we want to place our stitch, which on this occasion is we're going to go round the back of the post of the half treble from row 6 like this. Then you can hook that yarn, bring it back through to the front so you've got 3 loops on your hook. And from here, we can then yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to do the same around the next half treble that we come to from row 6. So yarn over, pop your hook around the back of the post of the half treble from row 6, hook the yarn, bring it through to the front. So you've got your 3 loops, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And same again now into the next one. And there you've got your first few front post trebles. And next up onto our double crochets. So all of the double crochets that we're going to work in this row are going into the tops of the stitches from row 7, so the puff row. And we're going to be working under both strands on the top of the stitch. So you're just going to go straight in there, hook the yarn, bring it back through to the front so you've got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both loops. And that's going into the stitch on the top of the puff. And then we're going to do the same into the next one along. So pop your hook in, hook the yarn through to the front so you've got 2 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2. Next up we want another front post treble, and so this time we're going to miss the next stitch on row 7 because we're going to come down into row 6 for our front post treble. So we're going to yarn over, come down and around the treble from row 6 that sits directly between the 2 puffs, which should be 3 stitches along from your last front post treble, miss one on row 7, and then straight into the top of the puff stitch again for another double crochet, and then 1 into the next, and then another front post treble around your half treble from row 6. Now you can carry on and repeat this along the row until you get to just after your last puff. Then at the other end, when you get to the point where you've come just after your last puff, you should then have 2 posts left to work around. So 1 stitch there to work a treble around, and then the last post that you're working around is actually the chain of 2 from the beginning of that row. Next up, we're going to work a slip stitch into the top of the last double crochet that we've got just here from row 7. So just take your hook, pop it through both loops of the top of that double crochet, and just hook the yarn and bring it back through to the front and through the loop that's on your hook as well. So the next row is just a row of half treble crochets again, but I did want to talk to you about this row a little bit because it is slightly different to how we've worked the rest of the pattern. So you're going to chain 2 as usual. Now on all of the other rows we have been working our first stitch into the stitch that's right at the base of the chain of 2, but on this row we are not. On this row only we're missing that first one, and we're going to do our first stitch into the next stitch along. So yarn over and half treble into the next one along, not into the stitch at the base of your chain of 2, and then we're just half trebling along to the end of the row. And that's it. Stay tuned for the next part in this series. Don't forget to hit follow if you're not following already. Save this video so that it's easier to get back to later. And for further help and support with the pattern, you can join the Ray's Room Crafters Facebook group or the Ray's Room WhatsApp community. Let me know in the comments if you found this helpful, if you've got any questions at all, and I'll see you on the next one.